Hello, everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mr. Craven. For some reason, I got a notification up here. I'm going to try this. I'm hoping what ends up happening with this, and I'm going to try it. If you guys type in, maybe I'll see it over here on the side. I don't know if it will work that way, but I'm just going to try it. So if anybody gets on, I can, hopefully maybe see it. We'll see how it works out. I'm testing something. So today we're going to go ahead and go over the Ashphyxiation update version for Morrowind. Okay, so we'll see how it works out. And I'm kind of, well, it works out good, but I'm just going to give you the updated version of the Ashphyxiation. This is a Magicka Dragon Knight. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into my character sheet. On staff side, I'm looking at 38,755 max Magicka. Magicka recoveries at 1,119, and max health is over. I'm actually have to reallocate these points down. I was PvPing, but typically I have this around 10 and I have it under 20k. Okay, so the health is usually around 10. And spell damage is 2109, and spell crit is 4810. And like I said, Magicka is at 50. I usually have this around 54, and health's around 10. And the boon we're running is the Atronite. Now, we'll probably go fix this here in a minute. On the dual side, we're running stats 40,000 and once again 1150. And damage is 21, and spell crit is raised up to 51.1. Now, as far as the gear layout goes, nothing's changed with the Ashphyxiation build. The only thing that's changed is the Mundus. So we switched from the Apprentice to the Atro. The only thing that's changed. Now, I do have the Sharpen Thunderstaff in the Overwhelming Surge. So I'm running Overwhelming Surge and Scathing Mage. I have the Overwhelming Dagger. This should be a sword sharpened, and this should be the fist. This should be a sword precise, and ideally I would like the staff in precise, but I have it in sharpened, so it is what it is. We're running Labyrinths, Infused Mask, Max Magicka, Chest, Infuse Mask, Max Magicka, and Shoulders, Divine, Max Health. Waist Divines, max health. Hands, Max Magicka Divines. Pants, Infused, Max Magicka. And Feet of Overwhelming Surge, Divines, Max Health. I also have the Overwhelming Necklace, spell damage. Ring of Scathing Mage, spell damage. And Overwhelming Ring, spell damage. And I'm actually going to go ahead and make that one adjustment before I go into skills and champion points. So, like I said, this is just an updated build. A lot of changes with Morrowind. I want to give out the CP points and basically, show everybody what's going on with all of this. I definitely want to get those attribute points fixed, though. So we're going to head and do this right now. Okay. And when I go in here, I'm just going to go ahead. Like I said, I'm going to take this to 50. Four, sorry, and then this to 10. Actually, yep, that's perfect, and that should fix everything. Yeah. So okay, guys, as far as skills and rotation goes, this is one of my favorite builds. Okay, we're going with Degeneration. We're going with Engulfing Flames. It doesn't even look like this is working right. I'm gonna fix this real quick. 1 second. I'm trying to find it. Okay. That should take care of that. I was hoping it would work, but I don't think it does. But anyways, we're going with Degeneration. We're going with the Engulfing Flames, the Burning Embers, and Molten Whips. The reason I want to go ahead and make sure Molten Whips is slotted, I'm getting that weapon damage that spell and weapon damage increase by 100 for every for the dart and for Ardent Flame ability. So other than Degeneration and my ultimate, these are all Ardent Flames, right? And actually I'm going to switch out this because this messing up with my rotation. So I put this first. I usually keep that in the middle, and I'll keep Molten Whips over here just so I can span between these two and when I lay down. Okay, on the back bar, okay, I use Inhale. To me, it's really good because it has a delayed effect. It lays down, poof, blows up, good to go. Unstable Wall of Storms. Now, I usually will substitute this with Pulse on occasion, so that will happen. Unstable Wall of Storms, you know, no brainer. Actually, I should probably do that because I'm using the Lambert set, and I really like to proc up that as much as possible. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to keep this ability. We're going to put this ability here. We'll put the Pulse here, and we'll switch out these two abilities. I like the Eruption always. Usually, let me right there first. An Unstable Wall. So we're going to be using on the back bar on the Lightning. We're going to use Eruption. AoE effect. Boom. Unstable Wall of Storms, we're going to be using the Burning Talons, and we're going to use the Pulse. The Pulse is going to help proc Lambert's set. And we're going to use Eye of Lightning, okay, for this ultimate on this bar. Inner Lights on both bars, that throws up the crit percentage. So pretty much that's about it. If you guys have any questions about the original layout, you can go to the other video. We're going to get into the champion points real quick here because this is why I'm updating my builds, because the CP system has changed. So with this build, a lot of changes. Elfborn, we're taking up to 19% because dots can crit, and we want to keep our spammables up there, so we're going to take advantage of that. Excuse me. Elemental Experts going up to 11.25 as a base between our direct and our dot damage. Spell Erosion, remember I'm using a sharpened sword and I have a sharpened staff, so I kind of, since I do have a sharpened staff and not precise, I downgraded this. Usually I keep around a little over 2,000, but I slightly altered it down because I'm running the sharpen. If I had precise, I'd be pushing a little around 2,500, somewhere around there, 23, 25. Staff Expert, I weave periodically, but not significantly enough to keep pumping into Staff Expert with this build, so I'm only going 4.77. Master of Arms, we're taking up slightly over 14% at 14.4 because it's more dot-rated damage, and that being the case, I'm taking Thermaturge up to 18.75. Over here, we have Ironclad at 904. Do not pay attention to resistance. Hardy's at 1095. Elemental Expert, I am a Dunmer Vampire. I do have some flame resistance, but I want to try to offset the difference. So we're taking Elemental Defender up to 14%, and I want to keep heals up on my, continuously maintain the heals that I'm going to be receiving, so I put at 6.85. Warlord to break free is at 12.43. Arcanist is at 14%. Tenacity is at 12.45 to maximize my weave return. Healthy, because once again I am a vampire, I'm going to try to offset some of the negative difference, so we put at 10.15. And I just had a couple extra points, so I put Tumbling in at 1.97. So that's the champion points. Let me make sure I don't have any of the dailies from the other day, and I don't think. No. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the dailies. We already know what they are. If this is your first time watching, it's Wayrest 2 and Arx Corinium, and I think Cradle of Shadows. I will not be doing plugging Cradle of Shadows because when I do vet, I like to go with players I know who can do like hardest content with little to no effort. Knows the mechanics. We can just breeze through it.
While you're
This is one of my favorite builds to play with. I will be honest with you. I have like 3 or 4 different builds for Magicka Dragonite DPS. This is my favorite. So this was the first DPS Magicka Dragonite build I was going to update. Because it's just fun. It's fun. Does it like push out like some of the other damage that some of my other builds do? I wouldn't say that. But it's a blast. It is it's fun. It is a flipping blast when I can just go through, go in there, annihilate a bunch of shit, and still get it done. It's like, oh, there's so many like better little builds and whatever. Hey, man, at the end of the day, yeah, there might be one or two builds that do better. I'm not saying there isn't, but at the end of the day, this pushes out a shitload of damage, gets everything done, and I have no complaints, none whatsoever, none. And it's fun. It's just fun. Doesn't look like we'll have to wait for a few minutes or whatever.
I'm sure it's just a clerical error.
To me, I love this build. It's always been a fun build for me. Now, one of my subscribers noticed that I do have a cross version of this build for PvP, and I do. It's slightly different, but it's what I do use a lot in PvP, my cross version of this. It's actually quite different in a lot of ways, but I do wreck on PvP with this build a lot. Just waiting for a queue, guys. I'm hoping to get one. I pretty much know all the rotations of this build and everything. Hoping to get a kill, maybe. Now, like I said, a lot of things changed for me for PvP. Yeah, but somebody did notice, like, I was wearing Overwhelming Surge and Labyrinths. Labyrinths got away from, though, for Battlegrounds. It's nice in Citadel. So against Zergs, I was built against the Zerg. But in Battlegrounds, I completely went, just completely opposite. You know, I reformatted my PvP build for Battlegrounds specifically with the DK. And it does really good. Really good. Love it. Love it. I love my DK in Battlegrounds. I'm not even gonna lie. This was definitely more Zerg-based version. I had skills switched out different. You know, my heals set up different. Everything was kind of different. But like my Overwhelming Surge Lambert's setup was the same. Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. Excuse me. Got allergies. I'm gonna mute this for a minute until... Okay, don't need to be in there. The one thing, you know what, Morrowind did was definitely make us more consciously aware of weaves and conserving, you know, our pools. So it's kind of very important. 81, 45, I don't care. Anything's going to die as long as we have a tank, an actual tank. Cool. I'm good. I am more than fine with anything. Let's rock this bitch. Come on. Come on. I think it's the other DPS, the low one, but I'm not sure. Fucking lag. There's this movement bug. Yeah, Zos, can we fix this? Okay, now I'm good to go. That was a delay. Come on. Oh my god. Really? And I don't know what's going on with the whole switch. Sometimes there just seems to be a lag on my rotation, like a worse delay. Like, what the hell? Nice thing about the DK, I can lay everything down, weave up after. I don't have to put a hard, on this build anyways, I don't have to put anything harder than like my Nightblade. My Nightblade I have to kind of weave in between my AO, my durated effects and my, my instance. Got to throw in a couple of weaves so I don't bottom out. DK, it's kind of like a little offset difference. What? Oh, I croaked on the fall. So bullshit. Now, if anybody wants more detail why or how this build works, you can go in the original. Like I said, it's just an update. So just switch out the Atro, for more resource management, obviously. I can get whips up there a little bit more. It's sacrificing my dots. Not worth it to me, really. Oh, did I look? Nah, that's one snake. I don't give a shit. Now, friggin' Elder Scrolls hates me when it comes to weapons. That's why I'm not gonna have the swords. I can do them a billion times, and I'll never get what I want. That's why I think Zoss should implement like some sort of dungeon tokens. So after a while, you can just purchase gear from a vendor. You know what I'm saying? That would be kind of badass. Because after you spend like, I don't know, 100, 200 times in a dungeon, you still don't get a drop. It's kind of depressing. I mean, make it expensive. I don't care if you make it expensive. I don't care. Jack up the prices. Just give me another alternative to get my piece other than keep grinding and farming for something that says it's there, but you never see it. Don't draw them out. Don't. Go. There a chest back there or something I'm not aware of? There is. Okay, cool deal, but simple. Oh well. I'd get 3% more damage if I had the actual swords of this. Would be nice. So ideally you want the swords. One precise, one sharpened. Ideally in the perfect world. But this is Elder Scrolls, guys. I do love the devs though. They do a good job. I just wish I'd be able to get my shit a lot better. What is up with this delay? It's dead.
Deal.
No. Fuck you. Yes. Totally happening. Why wouldn't it? I need keys at this moment. Dude, what was that delay? Anybody else see that? That's bullshit. Ah. Don't face it near me. Don't face it near me. Why is the healer in the water? It's not a very smart place to be. Come on, this isn't that hard. Tank. Grab the bitch. Dude, I just picked you up. Get over it. Ugh. I'm gonna have to settle for 8. I'm not even happy about this. I am not even happy about this. I get it. Our healer's only like 80 something. Dude, I rezzed you. How did you... I'm dead. You need the healer up first. Fuck, really? Really? Ah! One... For one thing, we're on the wrong island. Get on the right island, you ding-dongs. This is the tank's fault, totally. The tank has them on the wrong island. How do you do that? Ugh. Fuck it, I'll kite this bitch over. Yep, get over here. The poor fucking healer. This tank. Why would you... Oh. Keep it over here. Don't. You guys come back here. Oh my god. And we don't even have the scroll active. Shit, wrong button. Poor healer's getting abused. Oh my god. This... Oh my god. Yo, Deeps, man, you better get out of here and start resin. He's probably resin the healer. I don't think it's the healer's fault. Bad placement on the tank's part, man. That's probably... I don't know. Oh shit. Fuck this. Impan. This is... Alright, well, there it is. There's the build. I don't know what to tell people. It's fun. It's fun. I love the asphyxiation build. It's, you know, it's normally asphyxiation, but it's this one being Dunmer and DK. It's Ashphyxiation. Love this build still, even with the changes. You know, pushes out a little less damage than it typically did before. Ideally, if I would have the swords, I would also get the boost up. But definitely, ideally, in this setup, you would want a sword and a sword. Yeah, one sharpened and one precise. I would like to still get the precise thunder staff. I got 2 of them currently, both in sharpen. Go figure. But anyways, it's a really good set. It's a really good build. Really good build. Love this build. A lot of AoEs, a lot of dot effects, firing. You know, it's just cohesive. It's fun. I have a blast with this build. And I've ran normal trials all the way through every normal trial except Halls of Fabrication. I haven't been in Halls of Fabrication yet because I've been busy. On this, I've tested Halls of Fabrication, so I know the mechanics. But, yeah, fun build. If you guys want any details why we put things the way we do, you guys can take a look at the original video. And that's why. But I definitely want to give it... put it out there what we've changed in the champion system with this build, and you know how those are, you know how it affects the build. So I'm pretty happy with it. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and as always, have a nice day.